Good morning, dear archers, and welcome back to yet another bow review. And today we have something very pretty. Look at this, holy cow. It's a Korean bow by Lukasz Nawalny. And it's, wow, just wow. This is the long draw version, which we will review today. And this is the normal version. Look at this. Look at the difference there. 3 inches apart. This one is 53 inches, this one is 56 inches. 32-inch max draw, 34-inch max draw. Incredible, look at this, complete different shape here. Wow. Let's talk about this pretty bow. It's not mine. Peter from Austria, not the bowman, ordered it and said ship it to me, so I can review it. Thank you very much, Peter, for that. And look at this with the birch bark. And you can't see it, but I can feel it again. There is, to the back, it narrows down, so it's here slightly, it comes down here, so it's, wow, this is like we had with the Saracen. Nice, CSR, nice, it's an incredible bow, huh? Wow, pretty. So, handle feels good, whipping looks good. What do you get with this bow? You get the bow, a sleeve, a string, you get your usual documentation, this warranty card, Korean one, let's see, this one here, you get the warranty card, so here's written max draw 33 inches, and what you get when you order one with birch bark on the back, you get his birch bark glue, because sometimes it can happen. Happened to me with one of my Korean bows that, you know, parts of the birch bark come off here and he simply glue them back. So that can happen, that's why he includes no glue. I like that. Well done. He gave me this note here. Korean hybrid long, recommended draw length 32, max draw length 33. 34 on special request, recommended gram per pound is 11 to 12, minimum gram per pound is 10. We have this out of the way, and there is not much more information on the website, but I put the link in the description so you can check. And then obviously the price of the bow. It's a 550 euro bow, the base version, up to 55 pounds more than you need to ask. Then you can have the horn belly effect is plus 50. You can have a grip stabilization inside here, it's a plus 50. You can have stingray, now I can't read it, an inlay here anymore, it's a plus 20. So, but you simply check on the website what it's all about, and then you know what you want to get. So 33 inches. So this is a bow for people that with 32, they max out, they want to have a little more. There we go. But one thing to keep in mind, this now is a 39 or 40 pound version. Lukasz told me that this bow performs way better in higher poundages, so 50, 60 plus poundage, then this bow starts shining. So keep this in mind. If you look for a heavy poundage bow with a long draw, that's your bow. We only toy around, Peter and me, that's why we shoot only 40 pound bows. What can we do? And it's not the bowman Peter. It's another Peter from Austria, 57, 56 and a half. Let's give it 56, that's no, 56 and a half. Let's be, you know, I'm always precisely. 56.5 inches. The arrow pass, of course, it's a Korean bow, but it's not so wide. And you have the leather here almost as a small arrow rest or guidance. Guidance Clearwater Revival. It's 32 millimeter, 23, oh God, it's too early and I only had one coffee. 23 millimeters. So, and for the one, there's one who doesn't like when I say so. And there's a rubber band, kind of a string holder. Should we give this an extra point? So now I hope that I can string this pretty bow. Let's see. We string it this way, you know, this way or the other way. Wait, we string it this way, directly, how we would string a Manchu bow or something, you know. We hold the upper string in position, as we know it. Then we step through. We put the lower limb on our thigh and we put the handle just slightly outside of our thigh. And then this bow is easy to string, and the risk that you twist the bow is not so big like with the regular step through method. Bow is straight. Oops, string is not in here. Not good. So, string loops need a bit that they find their shape. Brace height was nothing written, but I can tell you that's why we are here. I would say from where the arrow is, 7 and a little, but we take it 7. I guess when we shoot one time, then we are at 7 and oh God, 495. Fine by me. Look at this pretty bow, and it's still not a long bow by any means, so it's still kind of a short bow. Impressive, and it's so beautiful. 550 euros. Shut up and take the money, really. Look at this. La Madonna. I only don't have 33-inch arrows, I guess. First, of course, we shoot the Korean bow, then we use the Korean finger protection leather glove from Freddy Archery, just in case you want to know. Peter sent me some arrows from these are the 600, these are 500. I would go with the 500s from Nijora.de. They are 32 and a little bit, so they're just fine for me right now, but I miss 2 knocks, because these Scotch knocks, as we had last time, they come off very easily, so we put on different knocks. And I found in the hurry in the morning only the V-knocks from Burma, but they will do the job wrong. So I take the 500 because 600 I think is a little not enough. I wish we would have gotten a draw curve and the max poundage as 32 or 33 or whatever max draw is recommended, but then I need to do it. It doesn't help, you know. So you can line up the nock with the cork feather if you want to. Oh, they fit tight. See, they don't come off so easily. I like that. And they are. Let's measure them quickly. Because I forgot. Oh, did he write it on it? He gave me 517 grain. And we have 10 grain, 50 pounds. At 32 the bow should have 50, I guess. So they are 33 and a quarter. So it should be just fine. Just a perfect arrow. Because he said max draw 33. Nock solid. And of course I have no idea how to hold a Korean bow. I know that last time somebody wrote to me, yeah, unfortunately you still have no idea how to hold a Korean bow. If you would hold it properly, you would not need katra and stuff. Yes, it can be, you know. Oh, gets a little heavy at the end with my shoulder. So I'm not sure how often we can do this. Nice. Peter. Jesus Christ. Holy moly. Jesus Christ, that's a bow. It's already fully worth it. This draw and this feel. Nice. Dang it, Lukasz. Kicks a little with these arrows. Maybe they're a little too lightweight, so you need heavy arrows. But I see what I have. Wow, wow, just wow. It's a bow. Let's see, 30 meters back there. Oh, got this bow. I love this bow. Peter, You don't need this bow, you don't want this bow. Oh, a bit wobbly, so the arrows need to be a bit stiffer. Even 500 spine is not stiff enough. You see that? It wobbles a little. So get stiff arrows, heavy arrows. Peter, we need to talk. You don't like this bow. And by the way, this bow came packed in a big Jablo box, every bow with a cutout, and really it's perfect. With a Korean bow it's always a little tricky. One should have some wedge here. 28 is here. 38, 39. At 30 we have 34, 43, 32 we have 47, 48, and 33. 50.5. So 50 pounds at 33, as expected. Let's see, 28, it's a Korean bow, but the string angle at 28, there's nothing. Look at this, it's 45 degrees. That's cool. 30, more likely. Yup. Not completely, so I would say almost 31 inches. You have your string angle of 60 degrees, which is incredible. 32. Wow, oops, a bit out of balance here. So, and there's nothing harmful to this bow. This edge looks a little, but I don't have a peg on 33, so you simply think, oh, such a beautiful bow, look at this. The sears are a little different than the others, so they are quite massive here, but needed most probably, especially for the higher poundages. Wow, and then this birch bark here. And the fake hornbilly. So of course you want to get this bow pimped to the max. The whipping is really incredible. Here you have your stingray skin, ray skin. What I don't see the need, Lukasz, I would not put ray skin here. I know you like it because it looks the same, but some people could confuse it and think I hold the bow like this because there is my arrow pass out of stingray skin. So I would, you know, that you always, some people like me are a bit stupid. This is the arrow pass, and this I would simply make in either black thread or some other, but not stingray. So you really know this is the arrow pass. That's the only gripe. It's not even a gripe. Wow. And I said that this bow performs better in high poundage. So if you get a 60, 70, 80 pound bow, you get way more out of it. Let's see with a thumb ring. Oh, the bad release 182. 173. Really, the last quarter of an inch max stroke counts. 176. This is what I get out of it. You do your own research, and mine is here totally not professional. Once I get this throwing and shooting machine, then I can do it properly. For now, this is what I get out of it, and I'm happy with it. So you get stiff arrows with it, 500 spine, isn't it? Especially they are 33 inches. You see that how they wobble. Of course, it's my release too. And I'm aware of that. Yeah, but once you practice this a little bit with your back tension, like I just told yesterday to one of my patron students, he shoots really good, but sometimes his elbow collapses. Simply focus on your back tension and then let go. So really make sure, then it's fine. And you get there, and then maybe you need a little cutter and a little string twist and a little right spined arrows. But for what it is, there's nothing. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's minor, very minor. You feel it a little in the hand, but it's completely nothing. As you see, proper arrows, stiff enough arrows are crucial for a bow like this. This would be the one wish I had, that you always can buy from the bow builder directly for your poundage, for your draw length, matching arrows, be it carbon, wood, bamboo, aluminum, whatever you have. I wish this would make the bow company a complete company, because here it's always this, okay, which arrow will work with it, and then if your technique is not completely seasoned like mine, you have difficulties to find out which arrow works for you. So if a good bow builder would say, listen, for this bow and this poundage you need a 350 spine, 33 inch with this tip and with this fletching, here get a dozen with it, or 6 or whatever, then you know, then you have a good starting point to practice. And then you know, okay, now it's most likely your technique and not the arrow. And once you get this done, then you can still fine tune and say, okay, maybe I change the weight of the tip, or maybe I get a little stiffer or a little weaker. But then at least you have a starting point. When you don't know nothing and you start with something, and I think it would be a responsibility for a good bow builder to provide this service, really matching arrows for exactly this bow. That would, in my opinion, be an incredible service. And I would always directly, you know, if I spend 550 euros for a bow, I would not mind spending directly another 100 euros for a bunch of really matching arrows. But look at the shape of this bow. I hold it now upright. Arrows are 33 inches. Look at this. This bow is beautiful. The draw is, holy moly, just wow. And vibration handshake is nice. So this is wow. Peter. So wait a second, so now we need to hold it a Korean way, huh? Yeah, still wobble, so get proper arrows with it, but this one is, it's, as I said, it's a Nawalny bow, so it's a beauty to look at, so well crafted, and to shoot, oh my god. Oh, it's time in the rating to give 12 points each section. The only thing really is I would not put here, you could really get confused as a beginner. So, oh, so I have 2 arrow passes, so I can use this or this one. So I would put something else here. That's the only thing, but the rest is so such an incredible bow. You should get one. And only again as a comparison, this is the normal, the short version. This is the long version. So in the center they're completely the same, but then you see, I hold a, right, put the short one in front. But it looks like a different, it's not rayskin maybe, so it's, I think I need to take it back. It's a little, this is more like rayskin and this is something else, but it looks very similar, so it can be confusing. I would not do this. So now you see the shape of the bows. You see them? Wow. Just, this one would be, now I need to draw it. I just strung it. God. Jesus Christ, what more can you ask for? The draw of this bow is just... The rating of this pretty bow will be very quick. Packaging, you get a bow, a string, a sleeve, a documentation, and if you get this birch bark, you get even this glue. But we are here at bowstring, sleeve, documentation, 6 points. Shall we call the string holder? You can make it 8 points if you count this rubber ring as a string holder. But there could be a bit more fancy thing, then we would add a point. Handling, stringing, unstringing of this bow, and 10. The build, 10. The basic feel, awesome, 10. The draw experience would deserve really an 11 or 12, but I'd only give 10. But this is 10. And the shooting experience gets 20 points, 10. So we have a total of 56. A little string holder. And price value, I give it a 5. I don't care. You know, this is things like, of course, like with my Leica camera, you know, costs 6,000 euros and of course takes only photos. And you can get cheaper bows for sure and whatever, but compare it. It's 550 euros and what you get for it. You know, you put a bit 50 euros for this belly and the birch bark a bit 50 and maybe grip stabilization in higher poundages, then you're at 670 euros or something. Who cares? You know, you only live once. If you have the money, get one. Really, it's as simple as that. These are just beautiful bows. So well crafted, and they just perform nicely. And I said, this one, the long draw version, go for it if you shoot more than 60 pounds. Lower, I would maybe still say take the short version, but long draw. And I'm not sure if you can see this, how there is an angle to the back. So the belly here is a little wider than the back, so it goes a little triangular. I don't know what the name is of this. Wow, just wow. Peter? I will soon send it. Maybe I shoot some more arrows with it first. This 33-inch draw with this bow is just nice. Top. Peter, thank you for ordering this bow from Lukasz and let it sent to me first so I could get my hands on it. Lukasz, thank you for building these incredible bows. This is just... You need to shoot one that you know what you're missing when you don't have it. And that's all I have for you today. Thank you very much for watching. I catch you in the next one.